Hyundai Palisade.
Walk around the car took ages.
So it's a huge car, man.
It's a huge
But it doesn't
car.
look that big.
There's something about the height that doesn't really translate.
It is not tall enough.
Yeah, the last time I saw the Defender, it was like...
Yeah, you have to climb
into
into
and
the
when
car.
I see like things like that, van, so you can see it's a big van. When you go
Yeah.
to stand next to it, it is tall.
Yeah.
But when you go up to something like this, it doesn't feel that much taller than maybe a CRV.
No, it looks like a CRV Plus.
Yeah.
But don't be fooled, it is big.
It is big.
Yeah, maybe it's that the graphics of the car that just makes it look a little bit small, or the color. This is the highlight, man. It's like it's a very beautiful line, and they didn't do it through the body, they do it through
the light.
Through the lights, you know. And there are two lights, 3 different clusters communicating with each other, presenting a story.
They made it look as if the light is a structural part of the car.
Correct.
Your eyes are telling you that this thing goes through the metal, goes through this body panel, goes through all this and comes up. By right, we know it's 3 different pieces.
It's 3 different pieces.
But it's just done so nicely.
Yeah, I'm actually very impressed. This is executed very, very well. The headlights is actually at the bottom, isn't
correct.
it?
On the higher spec models, you got auto high beam. But, this one they're all LED projectors.
Okay, let's talk about the grille, man.
Look at that. I mean,
look at that, man.
It's big, but it doesn't feel too disproportionate.
But maybe it's the choice of material. It doesn't pop.
Yeah. And there's not a real big amount of contrast. It's just the black and this satinized coat.
To be honest, I personally think if you add accents that are real chrome, it would have popped. But otherwise, I have to say it's a very handsome face. It's just something about it that doesn't pop, you know?
Yeah. That's the difference between premium and non-premium.
Yeah.
This is a showroom car, so you can see the stickers over there. You see some plastic on the inside. Very weird wing mirror signature.
Oh, wow. Oh, in line with that line in the front, the lights.
The whole thing is turn signal, including this thing.
Wow.
The rim is 20-inch.
Wow. 20-inch, doesn't look like it,
No, it doesn't. A little bit of chrome on the side, also same material as the grille. Up here also same.
Yeah.
And you got the blacked out pillars. Car of this size, you normally expect it to be as tall as
taller. It sits a bit lower.
It sits low, yeah.
That's a chassis thing with the Carnival as well. I realized, you park a Carnival beside an Alphard.
Yeah.
It sits low, man.
Low, Maybe it drives better when it's lower.
It definitely drives better when it's lower, but
the look,
look-wise, of course, it becomes something that you have to look into.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as authoritative as a Land Cruiser.
Yes. Clearance are very, very tight, actually, to be honest.
No room for off-roading here.
Yeah. It doesn't pretend to be an off-roader, lah.
Yeah.
But don't take it off-road, lah.
Around back, this kind of light shape reminds you of like the Lincoln Navigator from
American.
It's very American.
I love it. But I like this.
The chrome accent.
Yeah, the chrome accent. It's like instead of me giving you such a large light, I have a big body, so I use accents and color differentiation to create shape, but not really giving you a light, because this light itself is already quite big.
I don't generally like American design, especially the SUVs. It always looks, to me, a little bit plain.
Yeah, because they are not luxurious product, bro.
Yeah, they're not.
Maybe in Asia, we think a car of this size needs to be luxurious.
Yeah, I think
it's like GLE, GLS, XC90.
Correct.
But actually, there is a huge market for cars like this for the commoner in America.
Yeah.
The middle income commoner in America.
That just needs a huge car.
Yeah. Because they are huge, they travel long distance, and they carry a lot of things. Yeah. It's huge, man.
Yeah.
It's huge, and it's real. You can see that it is real.
The spare tire, unfortunately, has to be mounted outside, but it's a full size. My basket.
Let's review this basket.
This basket is.
You can see the plastic wraps are still here. There's a 3-row seat. Leg room is,
Let me try.
You're really gonna try.
Yeah. So it has like a one-touch tumbler thing. Okay, my size is a stretch.
For older people, it might be difficult. This is not my actual driving position, to be honest, because we switch off the car and the seat
went back a bit.
Slides back. If I start the car, you will see. Maybe I go and start the car.
Yeah, go and start.
Let's see whether it go in front with the door open. Oh yeah, it does. All right, so
now it looks
okay lah. It's like a Corolla. Let me get in. I mean, I wouldn't love to have legroom like this, but it's usable. So you have a full-size, very tall adult at the back. You have a full-size relatively tall adult here in the center. Then you can have a full-size, same height, tall adult driving.
Yeah, you can literally put 7...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-footer. Literally usable space, bro.
Yeah. The only problem is at the back, the floor is very high.
Okay, your thigh has no support.
Correct. But other than that, it's okay.
It's actually okay.
In terms of width, you can put another person next to me.
Yeah.
USB charger here.
Right.
USB charger here.
Oh, you have USB charger here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the seat.
On the seats.
Yeah.
Wow, excellent stuff. Then you have this traditional 12-volt aircon vents. Not in the center.
No, it's on the roof.
All right. But I feel it on my leg also. So there's a vent down there.
And there's a vent for me in the back.
Wow, not bad.
And then you got this huge sunroof. It's fixed, but you can open and close it from the front.
Okay, from the front. It has this very Alcantara-like feel, but it's not. And it's not built to the same standards. Yeah. Because some part of it is wearing out more than other parts.
Yeah, it is fraying.
Yeah, nice way. It's a nice place to be in, man. You see. Nice.
How's the armrest in the center?
Armrest in the center. Boom.
Floating!
Floating! Oh, okay. Okay. Your basket that we haven't reviewed.
Yeah. Save it for later.
We shall review you later. You should have like 80s music. What is that? You have 2 screens, alright?
Yeah. That screen is kind of small. The driver instrument.
It is big, it's just that it looks a bit small here.
When I say small, it's like, when you go to Mercedes, you get 10 inch,
the whole
12
thing.
inch.
Yeah. Bro, why are you comparing the Mercedes, man? The Mercedes, man, of this nice will call you 1.2 million ringgit. It looks like, wow, the bezel is so sick, man.
Yeah.
This bezel and this bezel adds up wider than this.
This is actually a very
screen.
usable size. This is about 8 inches, I think.
Yeah. So, center console. To be honest, my biggest complaint is this. It is a giant chunk of silver.
This kind of touches are not expected in this segment.
Yeah.
At the same time,
like, why so bland? It looks like a surgical tray.
Yeah.
Huge cup holders.
Huge cup holders. Not only is it cup holders, it's also Qi charger for your phone.
Wireless charger.
Yeah, and then you can use this as general storage, so you can deploy the.
Whoa, Autobots. I think this is USB, is it? Yes, that's a USB.
USB, and then that's a traditional 12-volt socket.
There's another 12-volt socket there.
Huge, man.
Subhash doesn't like that. This slightly textured,
it's
wood
barely textured.
IKEA colored, IKEA feel material. I like it actually. In fact, it's a bit Chinese. I feel it's a bit Chinese. Maybe it's something a Northeast Asian thing, with bamboos and. It's like that mat that you put on your tea sets.
The tatami.
Okay. I like.
But
huge,
man.
Nice pattern on the on the speakers, but there's no impressive speaker system going on here.
The sound system is not bad.
Can we turn on some music?
Omniscient.
Oh, let's worship the. Oh, here we go. It's not great, but it's not shabby.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
Feel the
I'm converting to the cult of the mechanicals.
Decent speakers, but not great.
Yeah.
You have to literally turn it up to like 30 for it to have that impact that you want.
You have a sunroof, and then you have a moonroof. Is that?
Yeah, that's a fixed moonroof at the back.
Nice touch though.
Yeah, this one can open up.
And I like it because there's no headroom issue here.
Yeah.
So when they do all these things, it eats up the headroom, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And if we can completely go dark like this, it's also very useful in Malaysia.
Yeah.
But again, we complain that this is not real material, but I actually have to commend it for its effort, because you look at even Mercedes, they wouldn't have bothered.
No.
So they don't have to, but this is a great touch. To be honest, I appreciate it. It's not a great material because it doesn't wear uniformly.
Yeah,
you can see that, right? Like, what's going on here, bro?
It's already fluffing up here.
Yeah, here's fluffing up, but here is like, okay, here's uniform. Then suddenly, is it because, the fingers always get here? And then scratches it.
Correct.
Okay, overall, what would you give in terms of design, bro?
Man, I really wanted to like it. On paper and all that, it was quite shocking.
It's a 4.5 on paper.
Yeah, correct. It's a 4+ on paper, but in person, it is touching a 4 only. I feel like, well, the way Toyota would do this versus the way Hyundai would do this is like Toyota would say, I'm not a premium car company, So I won't do premium car company design. I will focus on the execution and materials, and the materials will suit the design.
Yeah.
And you won't expect more.
Right.
Hyundai, they do this thing where they need to be very avant-garde in their design.
Right.
And that is
They have a point to prove.
they have a point to prove. They want your attention.
Yeah.
You know? But then when it comes to execution, they cannot give you any more than what Toyota is.
Sometimes it's an issue of competence, sometimes it's an issue of cost.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think maybe competence they are there already, because for them to do all this for a young company, it shows that they have invested the correct stuff already lah. And generally their build quality is up there lah. If you lived with enough premium cars, going into this does not replace your car.
Which is very interesting, because if you live with enough premium car and you have other cars of this level, you would have had at least a Volvo XC90.
I found myself asking this in terms of design and also value. Would I rather be in a XC90 T5 Momentum or this? Because they are playing around the same price.
Oh, talking about value.
Yeah. But we shall get back to later. But in terms of design, man, it's close, because the XC90 has a little bit of better material choice here.
Of course.
And because it's a Momentum spec, it doesn't pretend to bling up like this. So,
it does feel a bit taxi.
It does feel a bit taxi, yeah. Correct. But it's a quality taxi. So yeah, we'll get back into it in
value.
Yeah.
Okay, so your interior.
Interior, like, overall, that is my score.
It's 3.8.
It is like a 3.8,
Yeah. I have to
disagree completely.
By and large, I agree, actually. Unfortunately, I agree. On paper, this car looks out of the world, man. But it didn't age as well. And I think that's why the facelift was a bit more significant than it could have been. It's a good looking car, don't get me wrong. It's very good looking. Design wise, competence wise, it's just the execution of it. The interior is, to me, a similar story as outside. It's like I aim for the stars, I reach the moon. But I don't charge you ticket to the stars. You're paying to the moon price. Again, I cannot give it a 4, because 4 is wow. 5 is so I have to give it 3.9. You don't feel they are shortchanging you. You feel the effort, but you also see their limitations. You see that their accounts are telling them, dude, stop it now. We are not going to sell this at the price of the Infinity Mammoth.
That's why they started Genesis.
So that they can give you what they really want to. The car looks very pleasant, and the inside is a very pleasant place to be. Correct. It's not luxurious, but it's very nice.
And the most important part is, because of that feeling, you don't really focus on the nitty-gritty.
Correct.
I don't really care that this is a touch button thing. I don't care if I like it or not. It just feels like this car was designed as a whole. I don't feel like I'm being shortchanged.
Correct.
It's just not that premium level that you expect.
It's very pleasant. And also the colour choice, to a large extent, is also very pleasant. It's very airy.
Correct.
For
you can also get this in black and burgundy in Malaysia.
Okay, we shall see lah. We don't know lah. But this looks very family friendly, very airy.
Family friendly,
maybe not children friendly. This is
Mommy! M-O-M-M-Y.
Hey, that's signature, bro. That's your boy's signature right there. Never rub it off. Because one day you're gonna grow up to become.
Okay, let's talk about value.
Alright, let's talk about value, man.